the Cover City, yeah. Cover City, go. Welcome to the main event of the evening. Let's go Cover City. There is no stopping this man tonight. An unbelievable atmosphere in the arena.
Yeah, Cover City. Cover City Sports is back. You've got Steve-O, and I am joined by a new voice on the city. We got our boy Garrett Fairman out in the Steel City coming at us live here tonight. We're all live on YouTube. We're going to be posting this on Apple and Spotify tomorrow. But Garrett, welcome to the team, brother. Fired up to have you on. Fired up to hear what you got to say.
Good to be here. Yeah, excited.
Little background check, Garrett. Garrett's a former Division I football player, as stated in the background. A little Bobby Moe action, huh, Garrett?
Damn right. That's how I got to know you, through Joe.
That's right. A little D1, Bobby Moe. Bernard Clark was his head coach, former national champ from the U back in the 80s in the heyday of college football.
MVP of the Orange Bowl too.
Yes, sir. Don't forget to leave that out. So Steel City through and through, right? So that's going to bring a great dynamic, I think, to the team here at Cover City Sports. Myself and Garrett are going to be jumping on here. We're going to be doing, kind of weekly recaps, maybe start some interviews, getting in some different voices to Cover City, introducing you guys to kind of a different kind of turn of what we've been based on previously. Garrett, everything was kind of just geared towards gambling, and I love to talk about sports, man. I love all sports. I love every aspect of sports. And my cousin Joe said, Garrett's your guy. And we're just gonna start rolling deep in the streets, kid.
Damn right. Excited to start.
All right, so background check. We got World Cup action, right? So last night, I think this team here, they played, right? Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Little filibustering, but they were here. These guys.
Disappointment.
Down their legs. They're like Koopman down their leg, right?
Oh my God.
So what, you lose 4-1 was the final score. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about this. I had guys tell me they're betting their mortgage on the fucking thing.
Christian Pulisic pulled himself out of the game for a stub toe.
Oh, I thought he pulled his labia. Isn't that the little vagina muscles? What a fucking pussy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a soccer head, because I'm not. I don't give 3 shits about soccer. The only reason I enjoyed the World Cup is because I can go crush some beers with my boys at night and watch fucking sports, right? We're watching sports. We're rooting for our country. What's better than that?
Yeah, it's tough because they claimed him. Like, Pulisic is the big disappointment of the game.
Yeah.
And they claimed him as, like, he had that TV show, what was it, Captain America, and they claimed him as the next coming and all this. And did he even score a goal? I don't think he scored one goal in the World Cup.
He scored 1 goal in the World Cup.
Granted, he was hurt, but he didn't do anything.
Those soccer players, they flop around. They're the biggest floppers. They're worse than fucking LeBron James. We'll talk about that cocksucker later too. But my thing with the World Cup, right, and especially USA. What was the kid there? The fucking kid that got suspended but wasn't suspended.
Oh, Balogun.
So what was he? He was born in Brooklyn, lived here for 2 weeks or 2 months.
Yeah.
Then went back to France with his parents. Like, how the fuck is he eligible to play USA soccer?
I think Morocco has one Moroccan-born player on their team.
I think it's so stupid. It's like, give me a break. Like, what are we doing here? Is FIFA doing it for ratings? I mean, obviously, what was the game Portugal. Well, no, it wasn't Portugal. Paraguay,
Yeah.
however you want to
Yeah.
say that basically just laid down and gave the USA the
Yeah.
game there 3-0 in the whatever the hell they want to call it,
That
match play or
yeah. That's like most even the World Baseball Classic when that was came, Italy had like one person from Italy that was actually there was a I saw Otis Chapman tried to
yeah,
foul for Great Britain. It's like, I mean,
right.
he doesn't even speak English, let
No,
alone
like it, but it's like because
yeah.
you had a British accent for
Yeah.
5 minutes, like, well, let's
Yeah.
in a crumpet. What the fuck? Get out of here, man. Fucking Nigerian. You are darker than night. Well, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, give me a break. Chapman,
Yeah.
stop beating your girlfriend up. It's bullshit.
But yeah,
Well,
that
I don't know. You got anything else to add about the World Cup? I mean, so what are we
yeah.
down to?
We
12
e
teams?
8 after
8.
today,
Oh, dumbass.
yeah,
15 to
I
8,
think
8
we're down to
to
the
4.
8.
Yeah, I'm not that smart, Garrett. I eat crayons is my breakfast of champions.
I think the big talking point that people keep trying to debunk and everything is how USA soccer is like our 4th or 5th best sport, if that. And then they're like, well, if our best athletes play, yeah, I think if you see Russell Westbrook out there with as an
Yeah,
attacker,
right.
he's might be the most gifted athlete in the world
Right.
when he was in his prime.
Yeah, we want Travis Hunter playing soccer now. It's like,
Exactly, any
you know,
corner.
every
Eh,
corner
yeah,
in the NFL, right?
yeah,
They
every corner.
I don't know. To me, it it definitely waters it down when you don't have real Americans playing one,
Yeah,
right? So because it's like, okay, we're playing for our country. Well, no, you're fucking not.
yeah,
You
yeah,
were born and raised in another country, and by some technicality, you got to play for the USA or whomever, France, however you
yeah,
want to break it down, right? But it's like it just to me, I know everything's
yeah,
ratings, I know everything's clickbait nowadays,
yeah,
and I don't know. To me, it's just I'm a football first, college hoops,
yeah,
baseball, hockey, and then the NBA. You know, we're going to talk NBA tonight because a ton of stuff's been going on in the NBA, Garrett. You got huge free agency moves, big trade moves. That guy I spoke about earlier, that people, Garrett, I went to a 4th of July party on
yeah.
Saturday. The kid had a LeBron James shirt on with LeBron blowing a bubble and like a star in his eyes. I go, put that fucking thing, put it on inside out. Put the kid put the fucking shirt on inside out. I called him slurs. I called him a few slurs. You know, words that are totally back. Words that are back. Right? Right? They are back. But the kid got him. The kid got him, and he got him when I was sober. He got him a little worse when I had a
Yeah.
few more to drink, right? He was only one thing when I was having a beer in. When I was about 10 beers, 19 funnels. We were funneling. I'm 46 years old. I was funneling alcohol, drinking shots and
Oh,
jello, but the kid turned it inside out. Then he turned out to be a Carolina Hoop. Big shout out, Carolina Hoop.
mhm.
So I like the kid, but he had a LeBron James shirt on. So that's like the big thing to me. And I don't know what your take is on it. But listen, he is 42 or gonna be 42 years old. He basically was told by the Lakers they don't want him, but he said, he opted out. He didn't opt out. They didn't fucking
Yeah.
what's the parade? What's the big draw to any team now? So now we're saying the front runners are the Cavs, the Warriors, and the Heat.
Yeah.
Maybe the 76ers to get a 42-year-old LeBron James. What's the
It has
advantage of bringing a guy like that into your franchise?
like as an owner, and I don't know what the sales of these teams are, but I mean, it rewind to what was it 2018-19 when it was the Cavs versus the Warriors. Imagine if like when
Yeah,
KD and
yeah.
Steph were on that team, like that's just ticket sales. If now LeBron's teamed up with Steph and Draymond, and it just
And then Anthony
it
Davis,
has yeah.
which I don't think Washington's going to trade him, but it's like, who the fuck wants to see these over
Yeah.
the hill guys? And honestly, I don't know that they can compete with the Spurs or the Thunder. With those 4 guys. Take those 4 guys and their massive contracts, so those are gonna be the only guys you can pay. You don't have enough young guys to really compete.
Yeah.
Spurs just signed Tobias Harris, which I think was a huge signing in them for the offseason. Brought back Harrison Barnes again, and then brought back the core guys that they had from, you know, the NBA Finals team of last year. So they're going to be tough to beat, no matter, you know, what LeBron thinks he's going to do. Then what? You go to the Cavs. All right, you go to the Cavs, and what? You and Spider-Man got.
Is James Harden still there?
Harden's a free agent. He opted out so that they could make a run at LeBron. And then I'm hearing they're going to trade for his little shit dick kid who can't fucking play in the fucking WNBA. What are we doing? What are we
doing? I didn't look too much into it, but wasn't there a rumor out there that he got like a fully guaranteed contract right after LeBron? Said he was out.
Yeah, 2-year deal with the Lakers. And I'm like, this kid wouldn't start at North Carolina next year. I don't care. I will go to the grave saying it.
How
Bronny James is only in the league because of his daddy.
When he was at USC, he wasn't even a starter there, was he?
He fucking stunk. He averaged 4 points a game at USC. Like, get the fuck out of here. He had Boogie Ellis was the point guard. He couldn't even start over him. To me, it's just all bull. You know, like I don't know. I don't get the draw at this age with LeBron. How he acted towards the end with the Lakers, like he made JJ Redick's job torture. Talking to other teams during the games when Redick's trying to get his attention. You know, like talking to their benches. I don't know. I don't have any use for the guy. I never have. Anybody that thinks he's a GOAT, I think you're a horse's ass, and I hope you never listen to us anyway. But you know, it kind of is what it is. Celtics made a big trade with Jaylen Brown. And I guess from all reports that I'm hearing, Brad Stevens finally came out and talked about it. It said it was a money thing. You know, he was going to be looking for another max contract, and I guess I don't know how all this stuff breaks down, right? I don't know exactly how contracts, all that shit works. But
there's there's a salary cap, but there's like a soft salary cap too, where it's like there's like aprons, right? There's like a second apron. Then you want to get below that, you get taxed on all of that.
Yeah, different stuff. Like I saw somewhere, like if the Nuggets released, or no, if the Nuggets did something with, I can't remember who the hell it was, and then signed this Watson kid that they want to sign, it would have been like $176 million tax if because they did a certain thing. I was like, again, I guess you got to be a Harvard grad to, you know, to even navigate through any of that shit. But so the Celtics traded Jaylen Brown, kind of, you know, got Paul George and a couple first round picks, couple second round picks. Everybody's up in arms over it. I've been a Celtic fan my whole life. Big Larry Bird over here shooting over Rodman, sweating it in his eye. White power. God, it's racist. I got to I'm not gonna cut it out. But, you know, to me, I'm not a big Tatum fan, right? I'm not a big Jason Tatum. When he went to Duke, he likes cock. So I already know he
is that why you don't like him, because he went to Duke?
No, I just, because I think he's that bad part of the NBA where it's like everybody wants to be everybody's buddy. Like the first thing he's doing after a game is jersey swapping with guys. It's like, you know, you think back to the Isaiah Thomas, you know, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. You know, I'm an old head, right? I'm an old head to stay off my lawn. But those motherfuckers wanted to rip. If you watch a game in the 1980s, Bill Laimbeer used to hit fucking Larry Bird so hard he'd bleed from his head. They'd fist fight on the court. Like they didn't give a shit about your jersey at the end of a fucking game.
That's
like they were competitors.
That's lost in every sport, though.
I agree.
Even in baseball, it's like all it is now is like, oh, if someone strikes out, they're gonna chirp or say something to him when he's walking back to the fucking dugout or something. Back in the
Right.
day, is if you say something, guess what? You're getting a fastball to the chin.
Right in your chin.
Next,
Right.
yes,
And
next
it's
at
like
bat.
we're glorifying mediocrity in that sport too, because it's like,
Yeah.
like look at the guys. Fucking Vlad Jr. made the All-Star team. He has 4 home runs. He's batting like 256. And I get
Yeah.
it. The fans vote him in and
It's
all that bullshit, but give me a break. Like
it was even Mookie Betts was like leading or maybe first or second in
he's not even
shortstop.
batting 200.
He was batting below the Mendoza line. Granted, he has been hot recently, but
Yeah, he's
he
hitting
wasn't
a
even.
little more power, but
Yeah, but he wasn't. It's like in the same breath that you got to say, okay, fans should vote because if it was committee or authors or writers that would vote for it, it's like okay, it's going to be big names as well. But I mean, you're not even batting the Mendoza line. Why was he a favorite?
I don't because of who he is, right?
Yeah.
He is, a big name guy. People know him. He's on LA, right? So you got that wow factor there. But here, now that we're in it, let's talk Major League, right? NBA, a lot of stuff's going on. We want to see where LeBron lands. Maybe in the next podcast next week, we'll kind of touch on
What do
that
you
a little more.
Where do you think he's going to land?
To me, LeBron lands. I think he goes back to Cleveland. I think that's just the
Really?
storyline he wants everybody to
Yeah.
see. I'm going home again, guys. See Cleveland. I'm going to finish where it all started. Me and
Yeah.
Bronny are going home. He's going to Cleveland. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it in my mind.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest, Garrett, they've got, you got 2 bigs. You got Mobley and Allen, right? So you got 2
Mhm.
bigs. You get you got your all-star, young all-star in his prime in Donovan Mitchell, who's a baller. And then if you bring in a guy like Harden doesn't have to do anything other than maybe distribute and shoot 3.
Yeah.
And then you got LeBron. So it's like, yeah, you could have a competitive team. I think they'd compete in the East. I mean, realistically, they were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah, but an addition of LeBron does not boost them.
I don't
And
think
it's
it's
also
over the Knicks.
and one of the big talking points was is he going to accept $4 million? It's like if it's his last year, why don't they go for $50? He's already made enough money to do whatever the hell he wants to do with his money. Or is there a
think about it, right? Think about guys like Jordan took less. Tom Brady, he's a more recent.
Tom Brady never took anything.
Never took anything because he wanted to fucking win.
Yeah.
Guys like LeBron taking $60 million a year. Get the fuck out of here. What do you?
Yeah.
I saw a stat the other day. Harrison Barnes has made over $250 million in his career.
Jeez.
Harrison Barnes has basically been a 6-man his whole career. Like 250 million. Like, how do you even justify that as a fan going to games, paying these fucking guys salaries? To me, it drives me insane. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, we're running into that too. Like last year with the Steelers, when Aaron Rodgers came back, he took a huge pay cut to be here. It was what $10 million as a quarterback. But he came back this year. I want to say it's around 20 million, and it's like my first thought is I think Aaron just did want to retire, and he did, and I genuinely think that our front office overpaid him to come back
come play.
Yeah, because he's taken less last year because he wanted to prove it, and I think he wanted to retire, and I think the Steelers front office and Omar Khan we need you back. We're paying for you.
We're gonna overpay for you to make it worth your while.
Exactly.
And figure it out. But I think that's kind of honestly, they kind of painted themselves into that corner.
Yes.
It was kind of like it was Rodgers or bust. Because in the draft, who'd they take in the draft? They did take a quarterback.
Drew Aller.
Yeah,
we took him in the third. It's Penn State. I
mean, everybody's a good Penn State quarterback. Kerry Collins. You probably don't even know who the fuck that guy is.
Matt McGloy, isn't he? Is he?
Matt McGloy was, but he never really. He backed up.
He was a backup for the Raiders, or whoever it was. Trace McSorley.
Trace McSorley. He was Ravens, a couple other teams.
Yeah.
They haven't had
Exactly. It's
anybody. They what's his name? The kid that was drafted in the second round by the Jets, Christian Hackenberg. Christian
Oh,
Hackenberg.
yeah.
He was
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be in all everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, people compare Aller to Josh Allen, and I just don't fucking see even like him holding his jock strap.
No. Yeah. Josh Allen came out of Wyoming too, right? So
Yeah.
it's such a different story because they're like, oh, Josh Allen and Drew Aller they haven't won anything, right? But it's like, okay, well, he's coming out of Wyoming, the Mountain
Right.
West, compared
Right.
to Big Ten. He's in these big games, and the first argument right after that is, oh, it was James Franklin's fault. It was this. It's like, come on. He tucked his tail in every single big game.
Every big game, and then he quit on the season once the season was over last year.
Yeah.
Who's your college football team?
RMU. No.
Yeah. Panthers or where?
See, no, I'm not a Pitt Panthers fan. I'm not a Penn State fan. I'm not a West Virginia fan. I'm a diehard Pittsburgh sports fan. But Pitt, the college, it's just they do all the wrong things it's tough because like they don't match NIL, and I grew up a Pitt fan, but it's just every single time it's
break your heart.
Yeah, and I already deal with that with the Pirates. I can only take one team that is terrible,
Jesus, you haven't had you missed the heyday of the Pirates with Bonilla and Bonds and Andy Van Slyke.
That's what this is the first time since the 90s that the Pirates have had two guys hit over 60 RBIs at the All-Star break.
Well, let's get into Major League Baseball right now. Because we don't talk about it on here. We joke about it. When I'm on with Coach and the attorney Jay Hove, we laugh about baseball. But again, I want to talk a little bit about baseball because right now we're just about to the midseason classic, the All-Star game, which we kind of joked upon how it's become a joke and it's a fan vote. It's been a fan vote. But the home run derby next Monday night. It's always been something that's been enjoyable to me. We'll probably post some props on who we think's going to win it, see what the best value is. I think did they change the dynamic to it or the setup of it?
They did, but for the life of me, I can't. Was it? Is it?
It was timed before. Now I don't.
Yeah, but now it's pitches.
Yeah.
But they've been going back and forth with that
for a few years,
forever. Yeah.
Gare, who is your biggest surprise in the first half so far? Because it's been like Mets spent all that money. They're dog shit. They waited too long to fire their coach. Braves are playing great baseball. Philly turned it around. They were kind of a dumpster fire, fired their manager. Your Pirates are above, the 50-50, right?
We're battling with the injury bug though. That's what's killing us is we don't have the depth, and we like Connor Griffin. Like right before we came on, Connor Griffin's now out 8 to 10 weeks, and we were struggling. We were like I want to say 6 above when he got hurt the first time, and we went downhill. He came back, made an impact, and now he's out again for 8 to 10 weeks. But the biggest surprise is it's the Rays. What are they? They're leading the AL West above the Yankees
with AL East,
or AL East. I mean, my fault.
No, it's okay. They're 53 and 36, and it's like, but that's that franchise, man. Like I'm an AL East fan. I'm a Red Sox fan since I was a little kid, right? That fucking team has done more with less payroll, less talent over probably the last 20 years than any team in baseball. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Junior Caminero is a stud. He is a stud.
He's
what, 22 years old?
His leg, right?
Yeah.
All duct tape team. He had 26 dingers. Here's the thing. Born in 2003. You know what I was doing in 2003, Garrett? Do you know what the fuck I was doing? I was coaching Division I baseball, baby.
Really?
Yeah, I was making $75 a week coaching University of Albany baseball, bartending, trying to finish my degree. Never made it out alive. Didn't make it out alive.
No shit.
Albany. In 2003, that's when Junior was born. Now Junior is a star in the MLB. 26 dingers, 56 ribs, 57 runs scored before the All-Star break. Those are fucking phenomenal numbers. But now, mind you, I can't name. I'm looking at the roster right now. I can't name one more guy on that. Let me go to the pitching staff. I think the Rasmussen kid, Drew Rasmussen. Name looks familiar.
They have so that Chandler Simpson, he's their leadoff guy. I don't know off the top of my head. He probably is top 3 in stolen bases, probably top 3 in strikeout percentage because he doesn't strike out.
Okay.
Yes.
Man, he looks like he could definitely steal some.
Oh, he's fast
bags.
as hell.
Yeah.
Yandy Diaz, their first baseman. So they don't even have. They have 2 power guys. That's what everybody's is getting these power guys like from your Aaron Judges, your Shoheis, like Freddie Freeman. All these guys that just hit for power. They have 2 guys. One of them is Yandy Diaz, and the other one is what's his face? That's everybody else just puts bat on ball.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they just put the ball in play and then they dig everything out. They play old school hard baseball, and that's why they're 52 and 36, like he said.
It's unbelievable. And then you look at a franchise like the White Sox, right? Where the fuck were they 2 years ago? They were people didn't think they were going to win 10 games.
They broke the record for most losses in a year.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like worse than it actually was. Now, they're 47 and 42, going into the last weekend or last week of the All-Star break. Man, it's so funny. When I was growing up, early 20s, even early 30s, I was doing fantasy baseball, so I knew, almost every player on every team.
That's what I'm in right now.
Yeah, so it's like it kind of keeps you relevant to what's going on, and we are gonna discuss hockey almost as a joke, but not really a joke because I love hockey. But it's kind of similar to where I am in baseball right now. NL to me seems
that's like so the White Sox, they didn't even make like big moves in the offseason. They got the Southside Samurai.
Yep.
They
trade away guys again, or
they got that Manataki Murakami who All-Star snub should have made the All-Star
20
All-Star game, especially from the White Sox, but they're very homegrown too. They got
all within the farm system,
which is good.
The second baseman there. Chase Meredith there. He's a name I how funny is it? So Garrett, I got back into coaching youth baseball this year.
Really?
The youth sports has fucking absolutely taken over the world. It's absolutely insane. Travel baseball. I don't even know how you grew up, but if there was like Little League and then you made All-Stars, or if travel baseball had kind of already moved into the dynamic of how things are laid out. But anyway, I got back into coaching. Where the hell was I going with this? Youth sports, yeah. That's it. So I figured out how long ago I got out of coaching youth sports because of Zach Remillard, who was a Chicago White Sox. I looked at his stats. I don't think he's in the league anymore. He's 32 years old. So I coached him when he was 12, playing on a 13-year-old travel team. And that's how I know I coached baseball 20 years ago. Yep, 20 fucking years. Back in the game, baby. I'm back. You knew it. And sort of the hangover, we could do this one.
Our luck is officially turned around, guys. We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We are back.
fucking back.
Classic.
Go back,
We are
baby.
back. We are back.
We are back. So who's winning the fucking World Series this year? I don't think it's gonna be the Dodgers. Fuck the Dodgers.
I hope it's as a Pirates fan. If it's not the Dodgers, or if it's not the Pirates, I really hope it's the Dodgers because of the salary cap problem.
Yeah.
There is just no way the Pirates can compete. They have the Dodgers had Kyle Tucker, who's making $60 million a year, batting like seventh in their lineup.
Money though.
He's making over $1 million a week. He's making over $1 million a week to bat seventh.
Do for $1 million a week? I would let people do to my body for $7 or $1 million a week. I was sick shit. Right? But think about it. Yeah, he's batting seventh, and he's been horrible. He's been atrocious.
He was the best free agent on the market.
I thought was bullshit.
And the best closer on the market was Edwin Diaz. And where did he go?
Yep.
He went to it's a broken record every single year. They just won 2 times in a row, and they got the best hitter and the best relief pitcher in the game.
So to me, it's just like I don't know. It's tough to compete, right? I don't think you just have to pitch. You would face a pitching staff that is just beyond good, at that point and healthy.
Yeah, after they won the World Series last year, Tyler Glasnow, who was drafted by the Pirates, we traded for Chris Archer. Who turned out to be, we might as well have just gotten a fucking bag of donuts,
toilet paper. Yeah, you wipe your asshole with it. Right. Mm-hmm. I liked Archer coming out too. He was
me too. Yeah, it was a big move. Yeah, but what after they won the World Series last year, Tyler Glasnow was like, I was to Blake Snell, who won the Cy Young the year before. I was telling him, if you can't beat him, join him. And it's like, what is this, a super team? What are we doing here?
I'm telling you right now, next year there will not be a Major League Baseball season.
There's no way. They're so far apart.
So far apart.
That's why I fear the Pirates just make a move right now. There's not going to be a team next year.
No, right.
Give up your assets.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll get back in Major League Baseball as the season goes on here. As it gets closer. I mean, really the AL's atrocious. Like horrible. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams over 500 right now. 5 in the AL. 5 teams over 500. That's atrocious. They won't compete for again, the Rays are great now. They won't have the arms. They won't have the pitching staff to get it. Get it done when it really counts.
It's all like the whole Cy Young race. I don't even know who's in the Cy Young race in the AL. The whole Cy Young race is
Schlittler's still the
runner. Yeah,
and he had 3 bad starts in a row or 2 bad starts in a row. But I have some buddies that got him at some pretty early, decent money, like 50 to 1 or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the big Cy Young race is coming out of the NL because you got Mizorowski over there. You got Chase Burns. Skeens fell off big.
Chase Burns on the Reds, right?
Chase Burns on the Reds. Shohei Ohtani.
Yep.
Christopher Sanchez. I mean, you got all these guys in the NL. Then you look over to the AL, and
there's not much. The cupboard's kind of bare. So listen, Garrett, as we move forward here with the season, weekly podcast, doing this stuff, we'll keep everybody abreast. I said breast. I talked about titties on the podcast. Keep everybody up to date on where we're leaning, where we're going with some of these teams. And sometimes, obviously we're still gonna gear things towards gambling, and sometimes we could maybe find some decent value. Team that gets hot. How about the friggin' Marlins? What would they win? 21 games?
Last
month.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
they do the same thing as the Rays. They got Otto Lopez, who's the average leader right now, batting like 350. They got Yuri Perez and Sandy Alcantara pitching.
Right. So you think that they've got nobody, they've got nothing, and then there they go win 21 games in the month of June. and now they're competing. They're in the playoff hunt here. So it's again, this will be something that we keep kind of flowing. We're always posting on Instagram, Twitter, doing stuff like that. So now that Garrett's on the team, he'll be giving me picks. He'll be giving me plays that we'll be posting some of the action that he's going to be having here moving forward. Let's talk action in the NHL, Garrett. We were texting about it earlier, laughing that I knew every player on NHLPA, Sega Genesis, in the whole fucking league. And now I can't name 7 players in the NHL, which NHL hockey is great. It's a great sport to watch. You said there was some big moves. I didn't even know who the fucking guy was. What do we got? What do we got to tell the people about the NHL?
So the biggest move right now is Leo Carlsson with the Ducks. So he was drafted second, I want to say, right behind Bedard.
Yeah.
In the 23 draft.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't the NHL. Connor. Yeah.
I just use my Gray's Sports Almanac. Right? What do you think about that, Phil? You like it? You like that shit?
But like the one thing, going back to how you don't know anyone, there's a huge problem in NHL too, because my younger brother played hockey. There's 5,000 junior hockey leagues. There's all this stuff, and hopefully NIL can help out
youth sports, right?
Yeah, hopefully NIL can help out college hockey and make college hockey the funnel to the NHL, so then people can start recognizing names before they get drafted as these kids. And that's one thing that I think the NHL just
Frozen Four is great. ECACs. We're from upstate. I'm from upstate New York, the Albany area. You had RPI, Union. Union won a national championship. RPI had guys like Joe Juneau, Adam Oates, Andy Moog, NHL players that were on my favorite teams. But it's like, and we're going to get into the NCAA rule change because you're an NCAA Division I athlete. I want your take on this stuff because I think that is an absolute, utter abortion right now. Like an absolute stick a coat hanger up my butthole and take it out, right? I mean, Garrett, it's fucking horrible, and it's affecting these professional leagues, especially hockey. It's like you got guys that are 24 years old that just left juniors that are now going to play college hockey. How is the new NCAA rule change going to affect those guys? Because they're not going to be able to play.
When I was a freshman in college, I was in this dorms. The freshman dorms, I was 17, about to turn 18.
Yeah.
The hockey team was there. All the hockey guys on my dorms were like 23, 24 years old. I became good friends with them.
Full-grown dicks already.
They were grabbing me. It was easy to get beers and stuff. They were 7 years older than me. They were great guys. To this day, I still talk.
Rent your car. They get you insurance.
I still talk to them to this day, but it was...
The coolest part about going to Robert Morris was how you guys were buddies with the hockey team. He thought it was awesome. And they said they're a great group of dudes. It was just a cool group of dudes. But let's jump into the NCAA rule change, right? Yeah. So now you get 5 to play 5, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think it's 5 to play 5. No, I forget where I was going with that.
No, but 5 to play 5. So you were a college athlete, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you play 5 years?
I played 6, 5.5.
Okay, so you had the COVID year, right? Because
I had the COVID.
Yep.
Yes, I had the COVID year, and I also had Liz Frank surgery on my foot.
Yep. Right. So you got a red shirt.
I had that medical red shirt year.
Yep.
So I was able to play 6 years.
And did you even at that point as well?
Yes. So that was I didn't know how it happened because in practice the day before our season got canceled in COVID, I blew up my foot, got Liz Frank surgery. So I didn't know if I got an extra. I could have played 7 years. Now thinking about it, holy fuck.
Right.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say because you
yeah, I got
kinda
redshirted my freshman year,
yeah,
COVID year, and then I got hurt.
and you
But
were young starting college too. You were
yes,
17.
I was.
I was 18 my whole senior year of high school. Now, mind
Yeah.
you, previous talk, crayons. I like them for breakfast, lunch and dinner, maybe a snack here before bed. But,
Yeah.
I was one of the older kids. I was a September birthday.
Yeah,
I was 18. But there's a lot of
yeah.
athletes and especially football, Garrett. That is like that's pretty impressive to me, at least, that you as a 17-year-old got a Division I scholarship, out of high school where you probably weren't as physically matured as everyone
Uh,
else that
I c
you were on the team with.
I came in as a 180-pound safety, wide receiver, punt returner, and ended up at the end by the end of my career.
The
So,
end, and you were a beast.
yeah,
You had one of the highest motors at that level I've seen. Like, loved
thank you.
watching you play. Came to Robert Morris a couple times, watched you guys play. You had an endless motor to you that it's like, you can't teach that shit, right? So
Yeah,
you could recruit and you could think that you might have a 5-star, 4-star, whatever that bullshit is, but
yeah,
when you find a kid with a motor and a will, or even like Joe, or my cousin Joe,
mhm,
he
yeah.
could find the football, right? Joe
He
always
was a
found the
diamond in the
football.
rough when we got him.
It was
Diamond
great.
in the
But
rough.
what's this rule change going to do? Or where, let's just say 5 to play 4, or 5 to play 5.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. You
I
get
am
a
too.
red shirt year. Most of you guys,
Yeah. Even Indiana last year, they won the national championship, but they had the oldest starting age, roster in the
sure.
country? Weren't
He
they all like
he
24,
recruited yeah,
25?
he recruited grown ass men. And,
Yeah.
honestly, Signetti came from James Madison, where he took a lot of his team from
He
James
came f
Madison.
he came from IUP before that, Division
Yeah,
II in Central Pennsylvania.
yep, yep, yep. So he probably took a lot of those, like, those workhorse guys, those guys that are going to get in the trenches, are going to get dirty, are going to do
Yeah.
the things that some of these 4 or 5-star kids won't do because they're just, they're too privileged, right? And
Yeah.
to me as a coach, I laugh about getting back into coaching. I want a kid that's going to go pitch 5 innings and then go play shortstop for me, at
Yeah.
15 years old. I want
Yeah.
a guy like you that came in as a fucking 180-pound nothing, playing safety and punt returner, and want to
Yeah.
be in a fucking D end in
Yeah.
Division I college football. Like, that
Yeah.
shit says something. What about the portal, man? Like, because you were
It's fucked.
so what, but what do we have to do to change it, right? Because to me, it's the wild, wild west. And we've had
It
this
is. That's all it
conversation,
is.
right? So there has to be some rules and regulations to it, which I'm
Yeah.
okay with a transfer. My biggest thing, Garrett, and I don't know if you agree or disagree with me, but let's go. Let's go. Here's when you can transfer. You can get one transfer. That this is my take, right? You can get one transfer after you are on campus with a team
Mhm.
just because you want to transfer. That would be my
Yeah.
rule. You get one. Now, if a coach leaves, you can transfer.
Yes.
That's the only other reason that you can
Yes.
transfer. If you used your one and the coach still stayed, well, sorry, you fucked up twice. Go
Yeah.
sit your ass over on the fucking bench where you probably belong anyway, you little pussy.
Yeah, why do they there's too many people that get the easy way out that they don't wanna work hard. So it's like, for example, if you're not starting, it's, "Oh, there's this guy in front of me, I'm not gonna play, I wanna go somewhere else," or,
I
"I wanna
can't
make."
outwork them.
Yeah, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up, put your head down, and start working your ass off. Like,
There's no
that's
work
gonna
ethic.
notice they're gonna notice that, and then you're gonna be on special teams, and if you wanna like, if you wanna pass on special teams, you're gonna get PT and playing time somewhere else. It's, "Oh, woe is me, the coach doesn't like me, I wanna transfer, this is getting hard."
Pussy. Because our
Yeah,
because our society is built on being a fucking pussy and
Yes.
being an entitled child that
Mhm.
mommy and daddy in youth sports says, well, Billy got cut from the 14U team. I'm just going to go make a new team for Billy.
Yeah.
Well, why doesn't Billy get in the fucking gym, get in the cages,
Yeah.
get on the field, do fucking, things to get Billy better for
Yeah.
15-year-olds so that Billy can play on that fucking team? I tell every
Yeah.
fucking kid, I didn't make all-stars till I was 14 years old. I
Yeah.
made it at 10 years old. I was on the 10, I'm talking baseball, 10-year-old B team all-star team. Didn't make it again until I was 14. Did I quit, or did I say I want to go to a new league? No, I busted my ass. I hit fucking puberty. The kids that hit puberty at fucking 10, 11
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
I surpassed all them. And by the time we got to high school, I played in college. I went to a college World Series.
Yeah.
I went to a college World Series on a team that the coach basically told me he was going to fucking cut me, but he loved how hard I worked and how great of a fucking teammate I was. That's another thing that I think is so lost in sports today, Garrett, is
Yeah.
that people forget the value in working hard for something and forget that
Exactly.
sometimes it's more than being the quarterback or being the
Yeah.
starting D end. Like
Yes.
sometimes you had to work your dick off to get to that point in your career.
Coaches will never cut a guy that is always there on time,
Yeah.
always prepared, and bust his ass. He
Right.
could be the least talented person in the whole world, but if he comes and he shows up and he brings his notebook to meetings and he comes and he's always the first one there asking questions attentive and busts his ass in the workouts in practice.
But
They
Garrett,
would
you've
never.
seen it on a high level,
Yeah,
right? You've
yeah,
seen it at a Division I level. I was
yeah,
a jerk off, played junior college baseball in fucking
yeah,
upstate New York, Division III JUCO, right? Like back
yeah,
then, you didn't work. We didn't have a fucking field. We didn't have
yeah.
a field. I'm swearing my God, they're building the Joe, the team that the Valley Cats, the semi-pro team, plays on now, played on. They were part of the Astros affiliation. But anyway,
Yeah,
you've seen it from that level, right? So you've seen
yeah,
how it works. And you started as a 17-year-old
yeah,
boy, basically, right?
yeah.
And worked your way by your last year into a starting role in a position that you probably never ever thought
No,
possible would have been a place that you would fit in on any level,
no.
let alone Division I football.
Yeah, yeah. It when I came in, they were like they redshirted me, and I thought that was like the biggest slap in the face. But I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm hopping in the transfer portal. All I did was okay. I took this year of 6 a.m. workouts. We were getting punished when we would lose, and I'm not even on the team and all this
Right.
shit practically. And we're going working out at 6 a.m. And then what did I do? Put on. They're like, you're way too slow to be a safety,
Yeah.
and you're not
Which
big
is
enough to
fine.
be a linebacker. Yeah.
And
They're
now,
like,
did you
just
take that as go fuck yourself? I'll just go find
fuck
another
no,
shitty ass team to
no,
play on. What'd you
no.
do?
No, I put on 25 pounds. I was waking up at 2 in the morning eating
Yeah.
peanut butter sandwich and drinking a chocolate milk and going back to sleep.
Right. Putting on weight, getting bigger,
Yeah,
getting faster, getting stronger.
yeah,
Like I think that is just so lost in our
so
society now.
lost,
Sports, work ethic, anything.
so
Like you
lost.
can't get anybody to fucking work, to do dick anymore. But let's get back to college football. Let's get back to the
Yeah,
NCAA because it's happening in two of the sports I probably love the most in college football and college basketball. Love it. Absolutely. Just, always love the pageantry. If we want to take a page out of Keith Jackson's book, of college sports and what they stand for and where they've been in sports, right? It's a big business. And I do agree that these you athletes should be getting paid and get NIL. I love it. I think it's
mhm,
great, but there has to be regulations behind it that dictates how and where and when. And it's
mhm,
like, fine, you sign a 2-year deal, then fine.
yeah,
And again, like NBA, stop making these kids come to college. If they want to go to the fucking
yeah,
NBA, go to the fucking NBA. They're leaving after their first year anyway. I mean, you think about
yeah,
it. this was the first year in the NBA that you actually didn't have those international players getting drafted earlier because I think they
Yeah.
finally figured out that that was pretty shitty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I
so
mean, yeah.
well,
You
think
would
about
find
it.
you would find a guy like Luca, but then you would
Right,
draft
right,
all
but
these
he
other
was the
guys
5th
that
overall pick or 4th
yeah.
overall pick, and they got traded for,
The Hawks,
Young.
Trae Young, right?
Yeah, Trae Young. So, that was kinda like a flip-flop pick, but Trae Young was
Yeah.
a one and done at Oklahoma. But think about this year, you had 1st overall pick, AJ from BYU, 2nd pick,
Mhm.
Peterson from Kansas, 3rd pick, Boozer from Duke, 4th pick, Caleb
Was that
Wilson.
Acuff?
No, Caleb Wilson, right? Bulls?
Was it?
Why do I feel like Caleb Wilson was 5 to the Bulls? But again, like, you're getting all
Yeah.
these one and dones, right? You're getting a bunch of guys that
Caleb
really
Wilson was 4.
he was 4 to the Bulls. All right.
Yeah.
So Caleb
Ke
Wilson, freshman from Carolina, my boy.
Keaton Wagler.
Wagler, he was actually like a no-star recruit on Illinois, wound up
Really?
getting drafted by the Clippers. I think Acuff's gonna be that I think that will
I
be the
love
Clippers.
that guy.
Dude, I just think he's a dog. I think he's gonna be a
Dude, he
dog. But
he
again, these
doesn't
guys
care.
should not have even had to go to
No,
college, in my
no.
opinion. In my opinion, let them go to the NBA. Let them,
Mhm.
let them go out of high school, out of these AAU programs that have just fucking evolved into the biggest fucking piece of shit organization that's ever stepped
Yeah.
foot on the planet. Like, to me, AAU basketball, and I talk to old heads, right? Garrett, like when I was growing up, there was like 1 or 2 AAU teams, and you had to be elite. And I mean elite, like I say elite, like now the area is getting a little bit more notification. We've had some guys get drafted in
Yeah.
the league from upstate New York. We've had Boo Buie, who played with Joe at Troy High.
Yeah.
He's been bouncing around the NBA. But to me, it's just like, I don't know, man. Give me guys that want to stay in college for
Yeah.
3 years. When I was a kid,
Right.
Allen Iverson went to college for 3 years. Michael Jordan went to college for 3 years. Patrick Ewing went to college
Mhm.
for 4 years. Akeem Olajuwon went to college for 3 years. Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley, the list goes on and on. Larry Bird, fucking Magic Johnson, Tim Duncan, even Grant Hill. You could name
Mhm.
Larry Johnson. You could name so many guys. Vince Carter went for 3 years.
Yeah.
Antoine Jameson went for 2. But again, it's like, make these guys sign a contract, right? So, all right,
Right.
you're gonna hold them accountable. But that's in life. Like, is that
Right.
okay in life for you to just say, fuck it, I'm out. I don't wanna work on my
Right.
marriage. I don't wanna work on my fucking nothing. It's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it just gives guys such an easy out to just quit on everything that they do.
Yeah. It's so t that it's there has to be a and I don't understand how it went straight from no athletes getting paid in college to just floodgates. Just
Floodgates. The wild, wild
absolutely
west.
everybody's getting
Everybody can get paid. The kicker.
yeah.
Do you follow Barstool Sports?
Yes. Yeah.
Love Barstool, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm a big part of my take guy, always have been.
Yeah.
Hope doesn't like him. My brother doesn't pay attention to him. Me and my boy Thule, Timmy, like we are huge. My
Mhm.
boy Dan Riccio, he's my Carolina basketball fucking knows everything more than I do. But like we follow Barstool, man. We follow
Yeah.
like a lot of the things that they do, and I know it's more of like maybe a kind of based around guys your age, in their
Mhm.
mid-20s that are like looking to be Saturdays are for the boys still. But I'm 46 years old, dog, and I still Saturdays are for fucking boys, right? Especially during college
Right.
football season.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like the kid from Indiana, Mike, Big Mike, Kayak, Kikik, well, Kadick, Mike Kadick. the big guy.
Caddick. Yeah, the center.
Yeah, the center.
Yes. Yeah,
Made
yes, yeah.
$500,000 his senior year at
Yeah.
Indiana, right? Like, holy
Yeah.
fucking shit. He goes, "That's why I went back." Like, he made
Hell yeah.
$500,000 as a starting center for Indiana football. Indy fucking Anna. Now, you don't know when Indiana was not anything even on the map as a football team, and they were a basketball school because they had one of the best coaches to ever coach basketball, Bobby Knight, but he had a bigger temper than he had a fucking, fucking Calbert Cheaney had a bigger dick.
See, I see this is why there needs to be regulations, because that could be a positive, and that truly, like, Indiana was never a team, and now NIL has made them a team, and it's not just your blue blood SEC schools.
Right.
You kind of can't, but there has to be regulations where you can't just throw it out there and be like, everybody, you get paid. Yeah.
1,000,000%. That, hey, but again, I don't care what you want to pay these guys. Make them sign a contract to hold them accountable to stay on these teams.
Exactly.
Don't give them 500. Don't give a center on a Big Ten school $500,000.
Yeah.
Again, or maybe you can. I don't care if that's what they can pay them and that's what they're willing to pay them to be there. Go ahead. But to me, there just needs to be, the kid from fucking Ole Miss, Chambliss.
Trinidad.
Like he's coming back.
Is he actually? I saw it kept going back and forth.
No, Trinidad is going to be the starting quarterback for Ole Miss. Which whatever. But there's got to be some rules behind it to say, hey man, this is what it is. This is black and white, cut and dry. It ain't happening, or it is happening. And again, he was at JUCO, then he was injured, and whatever happened. And hey, Division III. I don't mind seeing a guy like him getting another shot to see what he's got. You got man. I can't wait for us to start talking college football. I'll bring you on with Coach. My brother Anthony. He fucking loves college football, man.
Yeah.
And
back to the team. You were asking if I had a team. It's Notre Dame or Texas.
Okay.
Those are the two that I follow hard.
Notre Dame and who?
Texas. Those are the two that I was a huge Vince. I was a huge Vince Young fan when I was a kid.
Okay.
Huge Vince Young.
So funny is that? Our cousin Joe was a USC fan. Reggie Bush,
Matt
Liner, right? And that was the kind of the heyday of you guys being those young and upcoming fans. Where Texas beat USC in the national championship. Joe cried himself to sleep that night.
Yes,
I remember tucking him into bed. I literally, he was awesome. Like 8 years old, and I'm like, Joe, it's all right. Sometimes things happen, you lose. I was, kind of the big brother in the family, the biggest brother, but the young, the most retarded. That word is so back too, just around.
It is
so back. But yeah, man, I just I want to bring it back to the age where me and my brother Anthony, Coach Tony, whatever we call him on the show, he is the biggest college football fan I know. I got a couple other buddies, my boy Timmy Mullet, huge Notre Dame fan, and I was a Notre Dame fan as a kid. I was a Notre Dame fan into my 20s. I made my brother cry in 1994 when Notre Dame beat Florida State. And that was back when we're brothers. We'd fucking fist fight. Fuck you. Notre Dame's gonna shit pump Florida State. Florida State wound up winning it all, that year because Notre Dame lost to BC the next week. But it's those are the rivalries and the things that I just you knew every player on every team. It was I can still sit here. Kevin McDougal was the quarterback. No, Jerome Bettis had already, I think, left
the bus.
Yeah, I think he left. I can't remember if he was on
his son's there now.
Brooks, his son just got recruited tight end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those are the things. It's I want to see these kids. My brother's a diehard Florida State fan, always has been since 1989. Casey Weldon was the quarterback, right? He
Yeah.
could name the backup punter. Like that's how much he studied the depth chart and then knew the guys on the roster. And then the next year, it's like, okay, I can look at everyone else because I know that the 50 guys in front of him are back. So it's like I can learn the guys that are
That's
going to be
so
up and
true
coming.
too. Yeah.
You don't know anybody. I literally had
Hell
to
no.
ask my nephew, who's 12 years old. I'm like, Steven, who's Florida State's quarterback next year? He's like, Ashton Daniels, Uncle Steve. I'm like, oh, yeah, no shit. The kid from Auburn who's probably not that
Yeah.
good, but he's on his 5th fucking team. It's like, I'm
Yeah.
just sick
That's
and
what
tired of it.
Yeah. It's every year. It's the one buddy that my one buddy that Joe and I played with at Robert Moore. It's Rico Watson. He went down to um USF, South
Mhm.
Florida. We were watching him, and then that Byron Brown they were good last year. They had a chance to make it to the playoffs, and then now that Byron Brown is like now at Auburn, and it's like, yeah, I get he had a good year and needs to get promoted, but then it's also like he put USF on the map last year.
Yeah.
It's like where's the loyalty as well
There's none.
to
There's zero
yes,
loyalty on any level, and I get it.
and
Like, you can say a kid will
yeah,
leave because the coach leaves, but, I mean, come
yeah,
on. Come on. Like,
yeah,
at some point, it's like, we have to hold these guys on to a contract, to
hmm
something. Something has to change so that they're not leapfrogging from one school
yeah,
to the next school to the next school. It's like, I get like Caleb Wilson, right? Good example, right?
hmm
Queer as the day is long, loves cock in and around his throat, like inside his throat, right? I know this is cancel culture. We might get shut down for me making that comment. Guy paints his fingernails. He loves dick in his mouth every day. And he wakes up in the morning and asks his mom what foods are shaped like dicks, the best kinds, right? But it's like he left Oklahoma to go to USC. And I'm okay
yeah,
with that. I am totally okay with that. I'm fine with
yeah,
that. It's fine. You left with the guy that recruited you to Oklahoma. Who the fuck
mhm,
is going to go to Oklahoma? Garrett, there was a
yeah.
comedy show when I was a kid, and the guy is on there like Oklahoma is okay. On her license plate, it says it right here. We're okay. Like, there ain't nobody going to fucking Oklahoma unless they're playing for Brett Venables right now, right?
Yeah,
You know what to give a shit about
yeah.
Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma.
He's back too, that quarterback. What was his name again? Mateer?
Oh yeah, John
He's
Mateer's
isn't he?
back. He can squat fucking 675
Yeah.
pounds.
There was talks about him going to the Steelers drafting him in the first round. Um,
Yeah,
this upcoming mock that, but
yeah. Oh, next year.
yeah, with this, what he was supposed to, if he would have came out last year,
Yeah,
he
this
was
year.
like
Right,
getting
right. No,
mocked.
Mateer, my brother brought him to our attention. So John Mateer was Washington State.
Hmm
Coach told us last year, like, yep, Washington State transferred, followed the OC from Washington State to Oklahoma. Before that, he was like a JUCO kid, but quick. And we were betting him early in the season. We were winning some money, and then he got injured, and
His
then
hand.
he never returned to form.
Yeah.
Never.
No. It
He,
makes you wonder if he came back too early.
right. And then
Yeah.
never got healthy the rest of the year. But dude, that's
Yeah.
why I can't wait about college football. I was talking to my brother on the way driving today, and I'm just like, dude, you better get studying. We got a lot of studying to do, and get back to the point I was trying to make about him. And he doesn't even know the depth chart on Florida State, because
Yeah.
he's like, Deuce Robinson came back a wide receiver, but it's like, you know everybody leaves every fucking year, so
We're
you're replacing basically 90% of your roster. It's just stupid. To me, it's
yeah.
stupid. I don't enjoy it the way I used to enjoy it. North Carolina basketball is my bread and butter. I love it more than
Mhm.
anything. It's probably my favorite sport to follow. It used to be the Red Sox, Giants,
Mhm.
football. North Carolina basketball is taking over it, they've replaced their whole fucking roster. They have one guy coming back from last year's team. It's like
in basketball, it's every year now. But that has kind of been the culture of
it
college
has,
basketball.
because you get the one and dones, and then you
Yeah,
get the transfer portal. So it's
yeah,
like, if you're losing them to the draft, you're losing them to the portal. Again, I feel as though that's something that definitely needs to change.
yeah.
Well, let's change topics real quick. Let's finish up this last one with Saratoga Springs racing. Horse racing is back. Oh dear God, we got the races back early this year here in Saratoga. We had the Belmont for the last time here in upstate New York. We're gonna have we started actually like the Belmont's, I don't know what it was, like the Belmont Classic, last weekend, the 4th of July. We had racing here at Saratoga, but it was typically part of Belmont. And then now come tomorrow, Wednesday, as this podcast drops, we're going to have the meet back here in full force for the next 40 days. They're going to kind of work it where I think Wednesday through Sunday for the first few weeks, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday might be dark days, or maybe it's Thursday through Sunday. I don't know what it is. We've had some jockeys that were canceled. We might get our boy Garrett up here, so maybe we can do a live and in-person podcast here down at the Cover City Sports podcast layer. But man, horse racing has always been an enjoyable, fun thing that I remember even as a kid. Garrett, my Aunt Nancy, my crazy Aunt Nancy, that I know a lot of my fans here have heard stories about. She used to.
Is that on Joe's side?
No, that's on my mom's side. Joe's side is my Aunt Kathy, is Joe's mom.
Yeah, I know
Aunt
that.
Jen. Uncle Drew Dini. He likes to gamble. Old Drew Dini. That's Joe. But my Aunt Nancy's on my mom's side of the family. I remember her taking me to the racetrack as a little kid. I've been a little junkie gambler since I was a kid, betting place bets, only $2 place bets as a kid, betting hockey games when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Doing it now with my Aunt Nancy. But anyway, we kind of talked about Saratoga. We're actually going to do a live podcast at King's Tavern again on Whitney weekend, which is going to be like the 8th. Maybe we'll call you in for some picks. I know you like to bet the gray horse.
The gray horse.
The gray.
I went to Saratoga 3 years ago with Joe, and every single time we bet the gray horse. Was it 2? I think it was 2 years. It was 2 years ago. 2?
We were at the Horseshoe. You had me over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're throwing.
Under the tent, the big white tent.
Yeah, it threw dumping beer on my head.
Oh yeah, I actually do remember.
Yeah,
that was
2 or 3 years. I can't remember. I think it was 2 years.
The big wins with Rooster too.
The Rue baby, baby love, Cover City Sports Zone. Like the funny part about horse racing is like, you said like, Steve, I like to bet the gray horse. Do you actually know? Like, do you think? And I was like, yeah, I know jockeys, and there's different, like, obviously you can study the chart, you can study the racing form, you can do all sorts of different things. And, we kind of put all plays into perspective here. Guys that like colors, guys that like horses. Like, and I said to Garrett before we started filming, it's like, you don't know what the fucking horse is thinking that day. It's a fucking horse, right? It's an animal. You might take he took a shit, he's gonna run a good race. What? So we'll have horse picks, we'll have horse plays on Instagram, on Twitter. You guys got to follow us on X at Cover City Sports, on Instagram at Cover City Sports. Definitely, I love the fact that we got some young blood coming in here. I think we got to call Gray Sports Almanac, Garrett, see if they can get a little updated version. This is 1950 to 2000. So maybe Grays could make an almanac for us to give everybody some winners. But guys, Garrett's going to be here to stay. We're gonna kind of bring a dynamic of sports talk, all sports talk, right? We kind of touched all bases today. We went over an hour, and it didn't even feel like we were on here for 10 minutes together. So we're going to talk baseball. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk hockey, golf. We're going to have the Open Championship. You a golf guy, Garrett?
I am. I usually do a poll where I get a golf poll, and that always keeps me in.
And then you're going to jump in mine this year too, not mine. A guy that I do, Chapman, and then we can split them, and then we can we can tell the people what we bet and see if they can follow along and see what they think of our plays. But we got that coming up. You got Wimbledon. I don't know if you're a tennis guy. I was a big tennis guy, but when I was a kid, it was Andre Agassi and Pete Sampras, and these
This is an underrated sport to watch too. It is a fun sport to bet. When you're betting it, it is a fun sport to watch. If you have money on it,
you got a little gamble.
That's
on it, right?
So true.
Right? Right? So we're gonna have plays. We're gonna keep it gambling, but we're gonna talk more sports. We're gonna try to bring in guys that have kind of experienced the industry, experienced how it is to be an athlete, maybe coaches, different stuff along those lines that we're going to try to kind of expose Cover City Sports listeners to, on top of our weekly gambling podcast and then games that we're going to pick. And Garrett will be a part of that as well. But Garrett, I love the fact that you're going to be in this with us, and it's kind of the start to a new season, and let's get this baby underway.
Let's go.
All right, kid. Let's take it into the weekend.